junto a un misterioso joven llamado Eric, que estaba encerrado en una celda cercana. Nuestro héroe logra escapar y termina en las alcantarillas que se extienden bajo la ciudad. A pesar de los esfuerzos de la guardia del castillo y de un letal dragón negro, ambos logran escapar de los tortuosos túneles y aparecen en lo alto de un acantilado. No tienen más opción que confiar en su suerte y en el poder del luminario. Muertos de miedo, deciden saltar y logran sobrevivir, de algún modo. Nergal despierta después en una pequeña iglesia cerca de la ciudad.
Wake up, lazy bones. Come on, up you get. Finally. I was worried we'd lost you for a minute there. You've been out cold ever since we jumped. Had to drag you all the way here on my own. But what a jump it was. I closed my eyes, put my faith in the luminary. In fact, I woke up on the forest floor at the bottom of the cliff without a scratch on me. Amazing what a little faith can do. Anyway, I guess you and me must be at the top of the King of Heliodor's most wanted list by now. Which means we can't hang around here too long. Let's go say thanks to the nun who looked after us and be on our way.
Vale.
Ah, there you are, my children. I trust that your friend here is full.
Oh, don't worry about him. He's just fine. Thanks for looking out for us. We owe you one.
Not at all, dear. I'm just happy to see you both well again. But if you are leaving, you must... It seems some dangerous criminals have escaped from the capital and are at large somewhere in the area. Oh, I shudder to think what wicked deeds they might be...
Criminals, you say? Dear me, that doesn't sound good.
I did indeed, my child. There were guards everywhere. They are searching high and low. And I heard that the mighty knight Sir Hendrik himself has headed to the mountains in the south with his troops. They say he means to block the road to Cobblestone, the village the fugitives came from. Oh, but you must forgive me, poor lambs. I did not mean to alarm you. They will soon be caught, I am sure. Justice will be done. And until then, you are free to remain with us for as long as you please.
Thanks. We appreciate that. We're going to get a little fresh air. Cobblestone, eh? Never heard of the place. I never even knew anyone actually lived. I'm guessing you want to go see what's happening down there. But you need to be smart. You won't get past Hendrik unnoticed. If you're going to make it there without getting caught, and if you want to do that, you'll need my help. I know it, but I've got things to take care of in Heliodor first. I left a little something in one of my old haunts downtown, and I need to get it back. So, are you coming along for the ride? I did help you break out of that dungeon, remember? That's the spirit. But we can't have you bringing us any unwanted attention. Ah, I've got just the thing. Here, put this on and keep your face hidden. Otherwise, you're gonna get nabbed as soon as you set Ha! That's more like it. If you're gonna be a wanted man, you might as well look the part. Right. Glad you're coming along. The seer told me to stick with the luminary when I found him, and that's just what I'm going to do.
Funky Torrino, buah, maravilloso.
Ha! Welcome to downtown Heliodor, home to rogues, ruffians, and about a year ago, me and Dirk, my partner in crime, managed to acquire one of the royal families. They got wise and pulled me in eventually, but not before we'd stashed it somewhere safe so we could pick it up later. Right down there is the biggest, stinkingest garbage pile in all of Heliodor. Me and Dirk buried the orb slap bang in the middle of it. After all, no one would ever think of looking for it there. We're criminal geniuses, I tell you. Time to go liberate that loot to the garbage pile. This is the spot. Keep a lookout, okay? I'm going to grab the loot. Now, it was around here somewhere. It's definitely here. I'm 1,000% sure. It's not here. You gotta be kidding me. Me and Dirk were the only ones who knew where it... Wait a minute. That rat! Damn it! I should have known! A thieving little... Wait till I'm gonna find him. And you're gonna help me. Okay. The inn we used to crash at is just over there. Come on. It's the only one with an upstairs. You can't miss it. This old place hasn't changed a bit. Back in our thieving days... Ruby? Ruby, you there? Ruby runs the place. Looks like she's not around, but if anyone knows where Dirk is, it's her. Which means we'll have to go find her. So here's the plan. There's a tower they use to look out for fires. You're going to climb up there and keep an eye out for Ruby. I'll check a couple of other spots. Don't worry, you can't miss her. She's the only redhead in town.
La única persona pelirroja de la ciudad. LOL. En plan... Vale. Ok. No hay nadie más que sea pelirrojo en toda la ciudad. Buah, es brutal. O sea, es una putada que dices, vale, estoy aquí, sin puerta. ¿Se hace frío? Te jodes, tío. Pero te jodes tela, ¿eh? ¿Cuántas veces? Yo tengo que buscar a la única puta persona que deja de hacer. Que se dice pronto. Pues arriba le busco a la mujer.
Get out of here! Go on!
LOL. Qué británicos, por Dios. Aprender a hablar, tío. Get out of here. Get out of here. Me movéis los labios, tío. Buah, das mucho asco, tío. Me ha cautivado el corazón.
Good dog. Good doggy. Stay.
Pero y toda esta situación que acaba de suceder tan extraña, o sea, acabo de flipar. Ya... What the fuck? Get out of here. Hola, Sarao. ¿Quieres pasar por aquí? Pues ya lo siento, pero me temo que la cosa está fastidiada. Parece que alguien se ha llevado parte de los tablones, pero que tú no esperabas estar sentado.
Can't find Ruby anywhere. You saw her heading back to the inn? Great!
No. Entonces, vamos a mirar todas las películas que encontrar. Voy a utilizar la vaina del puto Hitman de poder mirar desde las páginas. Por un momento. No sabía yo, jaja, pero vamos allá. Sé que no sirve, pero... Eric. Hola, señora.
Well, if it isn't my
Welcome to our humble... Strike a light! If it ain't me favourite little tea leaf! Last I heard, they'd locked you up and thrown away the key. Hang about. You've gone and escaped, ain't ya? You and your friend here are the fugitives everyone's talking about. Well, I know not to stick me big nose in where it ain't wanted. You always did like to sail close to the wind.
Don't worry, I won't be here long. I just need to know where Dirk is. Have you seen him?
Dirk, eh? Now there's a name I ain't heard in a while. Didn't he open some fancy shop up by the castle? Yeah, that was it. Raking in the cash he is.
That can't be right. The rent up there is crazy. Where would he find the money? Wait a second. He sold it, didn't he? The rat sold the damned orb.
Look, in this part of town you don't go asking too many questions, you know that. If you want more, you'll have to get it from the horse's mouth.
You're right. Thanks, Ruby. I appreciate it. We'll get out of your hair.
Me encanta que se llame Grana, que yo creo que viene por Granada. En plan,
That no good traitor!
rojo por dentro.
I'll bet he sold me out and sold the orb. And also he could move up in the world.
Realmente se llama Ruby.
Well, I'll get what I'm owed. You'll see. But we'll need to get past that sentry if we're gonna head uptown and find him. Wait, isn't he... Yeah. I remember hearing that one of the guards is terrified of dogs.
¿Me dejas un perro para aterrorizar a un guardia? Sí, claro. ¿Por qué no? De repente no había guardia. Lo aproveché. Ah, no me metí por donde era. Me metí por donde no era. Vale, estoy aquí de un perro. Ah, un perro de tuyos. Vale, estoy al lado. Puedo que subir ahí. Oye, es la única pista barra referencia que tengo hacia un perro. Ese perrito de mierda. Ahí está. Wow. Qué buen trabajo, Brutus. Se ha chantado el guarda. Se ha chantado del guarda. Casi le da un patatús al verte. Uf. ¿Se puede ver que estás mirando? Déjame en paz. ¿Qué dices? ¿Que si te peste mi perro? ¿Te estás quedando conmigo? Mira, no tengo tiempo para charlas. Lárgate, ¿quieres? Para que te enteres, Brutus es un lobo solitario, como yo. No le gustan los desconocidos. Aunque te digo una cosa. Si metéis un poco de agua bendita y un par de picamoras, igual hasta cambio de opinión me cago. Oye, no me mires con esa cara, que tampoco te estoy pidiendo la luna. Solo tienes que darle un meneo al árbol y traerme unas vallas. Sale a la ciudad, cruza la pasarela y sigue todo recto. Ves un árbol grande con unas vallas muy raras. Dale un par de patadas y a otra cosa. Y en cuanto al agua bendita, tampoco es tan complicado. No tienes más que comprarla en una tienda. Y recuerda, te pido agua bendita y picamoras. O metes las dos cosas o no hay trato. Yo creo que tengo agua bendita. Sí. ¿Qué? ¿Te creías que te iba a dejarle... que iba a dejarle el perro a un desconocido así sin más? De eso nada, tienes que darme algo a cambio, ¿vale? Así funciona la cosa aquí. Tengo un poco de agua bendita y unas picamoras. No sé, bonita chica. A ver, si parece que te es lo que te pedí, muy bien. Te has portado, sí señor. Mira, Brutus, picamoras. Tu chucha favorita. Vamos a compartirlas. ¿Hace? ¡Oh! Aquí están ricas, muy bien. Pues ahora vamos a rociarte con una poca de agua bendita, ¿vale? Allá va. Ahora los monstruos no te incordiarán cuando salgas a jugar fuera de la ciudad. Genial, ¿eh? ¿Qué pasa? No me mires así. Brutus cuida de mí y yo de él. En fin, lo prometido es deuda. Te lo dejo un rato, pero cuídamelo bien, ¿vale? Brutus, vete a jugar un rato con este chaval tan salado, ¿quieres?
Halt! This gate leads to the nice part of town.
Eso es, acojona al Brutus.
Ah! No! No! Not a dog! Anything! Ah!
Worked like a charm. Now to head up to where all the rich folks live and find out what the heck Dirk thinks he's up to.
Este ladrón. Vete a dormir, nene. Puto niño de mierda. Ah, te rompo los barriles y me quedo 25 monedas y me venzo el loco. Jajajaja. Te he robado, te he robado. No puedes hacer nada. Jaja, vosotros también. Una planta medicinal, jaja, os he robado. Jaja, qué tontos.
Ollie, amazing. Ooh. That's not bad.
Wow. Nice place you got here.
Welcome, welcome. Feel free to browse. You'll find we only stock the very finest wares.
That's good. Because I'm looking for something very special indeed.
Eric!
Long time no see, old pal.
Eric! My brother, my compadre, my partner in crime! It's really you, large as life and fighting fit. I'm so happy to see you.
You have no shame, huh? Get your backstabbing hands off! You always were full of it, Dirk. But this really takes the cake. Admit it. You sold me out and sold the orb so you could buy this place, didn't you?
I never! I promise you, I never sold you out. I was worried sick about you. I only opened this place to try and help you.
Oh, yeah. And how does that work, exactly? How does you opening this place and lining your pockets while I rot in jail help me?
Turns out, I know how to sell stuff. I got a gift, even if I do say so myself. When you got nabbed, I spent months racking my brains for ways of busting you out. I couldn't stand the thought of you being in there. In the end, I realised I'd have to give up the orb. I took it to the king, told him I found it somewhere, and pocketed the reward. Then I used the cash to open up the shop here, and poured all my profits into bribing the guards up at the castle so they'd let you escape.
Now that you mention it, I did think it was weird they never tossed my cell the whole time I was digging that hole.
Exactly. I was paying them to turn a blind eye, weren't I?
Big Poe.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I doubted you, partner.
That's the spirit. Eric, old pal, it's so good to have you back.
But I need that orb. And now we don't even know where it is.
Oh, yes, we do.
So, where is it?
After I handed over the orb, I made sure to keep my ear to the ground about where it ended up. I knew it was important to you, see? Well, a little bird tells me that Hendrik and his men took it to the Kingsbarrow, and it's been under lock and key.
The Kingsbarrow, huh? That's southeast of town. Same direction as Cobblestone. Which means we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You coming?
Sorry, no can do. I got a shop to run and I'm a married man these days.
Married? Wow, you really have changed. Well, you always said you wanted to settle down and maybe go into business someday. I'm happy for you. We'd better get going. Take care, Dirk, and thanks for everything.
You too, old pal. Be lucky, eh? And don't you two go doing anything I wouldn't do.
Cuida.
The south gate is crawling with guards. We won't be walking out that way.
Árboles.
And Hendrik's men are too uptight to take bribes. Guess we'll have to go the long way round. If we skirt round the hills to the south, we should be able to approach the Kingsbarrow from the other side. We can drop into Cobblestone on the way. Okay?
Watch yourselves out there, eh? They don't call that forest round there the Mangle Grove for nothing.
It'll take more than a few kid stories to scare us off.
Bueno,